it's Disney Girl back for another episode of my Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So as we all know, update 31 is coming to Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. Now, I really think it's just a matter of weeks, probably less, but we have had some clues already on Instagram that we managed to unlock. Now, we are trying to unlock the second clue, which is on Facebook, and we need 50,000 likes to unlock this. So make sure you guys head over on Facebook and give this a thumbs up, just because, again, we want that clue. So here is the very first clue that we had on Instagram here, and a lot of us were wondering what on earth the bubble meant on top of the filler magic. And now, I have been talking a little bit about update 31 and sort of what we can expect, but this really gives us well, let's just say a very, very good idea of what is coming. So this here is a leak. So basically underneath each golden number, it says building upgrades. So basically this means is that I think most attractions are going to now be able to sort of upgrade from 1 to 5. 5 sort of looks like it's going to be, that's when it maxes out. So thank goodness it's not 10 like the characters. Now, we don't know what the requirements are to get your attractions that high, but I think that does give us a pretty good idea of maybe, you know, ways that we can make up that 10% magic that seemed to have disappeared with the happiness. It's a possibility anyways. That's what I'm hoping for. Also, too, we're looking at maybe that it might be what brings more kids to your park, to certain attractions and stuff. Maybe the higher it is. I'm not totally sure, obviously. Again, this is all sort of speculation, except for those images. Those are official leaks. So I know we can see some changes very soon in the kingdom. But continuing with Peter Pan here, and we lived happily ever after. That's how all good stories end, right?
Yes, Peter, and it was a good story. Those new pirates sounded quite friendly, and I'm curious about that giant sea monster. But there's one thing I don't understand. Where do the Lost Boys fit into it all?
The Lost Boys? Oh, I don't know. I haven't told them the story yet. Quest complete. A tale to tell. Whenever I tell them a story, they remind me how they're in it. I never remember otherwise. He forgets his Lost Boys? What?
That Peter, he doesn't tend to forget that other people can't fly as fast as he can. Why, some people can't even fly at all. Well, there's no reason why I can't look for the Lost Boys myself. After all, John and Michael wander off often enough, so I've oodles of practice.
Add to the search. Send Wendy to seek out the Lost Boys. All right, now Peter Pan is here with some additional dialogue, so we'll send Wendy off on her quest, though, first. Why are they doing the quest behind the ship?
Peter, you simply must tell the Lost Boys that story. I'm sure they were a part of it, and I know they'd love to hear it. I'll even help you. Now, where are they?
That's just the thing, Wendy. I don't know. I was gonna tell them, honest. Problem is, I can't find them. But I bet with your help I can. Come on, here we go.
Peter, wait for me.
Found boys? Question mark. So this is a Kingdom Quest 2. Send Peter Pan to try to find the Lost Boys. So Peter Pan needs to be upgraded. Okay. So he needs to get to, I guess, a level 2 here. So let's see, can we do it? See, this is the problem, right? We need to make sure Peter can get to that level. And then I believe once we do that, we'll sort of, after we do obviously Wendy's quest and his, we should be able to build the Lost Boys attraction. That should be what's coming next. Here's Wendy.
Well, if nothing else, that was certainly refreshing. Searching is so much more fun when you can fly. Unfortunately, I saw no sign of the lost boys, but wait a moment. Now, that's interesting. I'm certain that tree wasn't there before. And it looks familiar, too. Wait, it couldn't be.
I feel like this is the attraction. Quest complete. Add to the search.
It is. Oh, I have to tell Peter.
Okay, maybe there is going to be a quest for her to tell Peter and then we build it. Alright, we have to wait for Peter though first, and then we'll be able to do that. So in the meantime, we'll just open a bronze chest here. Ooh, the pocket watch token. Do you guys know who that belongs to? We've seen actually quite a few of those in my live streams. Peter, shh, be very quiet. I'm tracking them by scent. The Lost Boys hate bath time, so it's pretty easy. Quest complete. Found boys? Question mark? They'd be easy for the pirates to find too, if the pirates didn't smell even worse than they do. Oh my gosh. Is this a sign that my park is getting stinky? People need a shower. Can we have a shower attraction, please?
Oh, Peter, it's the luckiest thing. You see, I had just enough pixie dust to fly, so I said to myself,
fly in the sky and search the kingdom.
I said, Wendy, Maura, Angela, darling, everyone knows that two people searching is better than...
Stop, Wendy. Is this the kind of story that has an ending?
Oh, why yes, of course. And if you fly right over in that direction, you'll see exactly what it is, too.
The Lost Boys Hideout. Lost no longer. Send Peter Pan to search where Wendy suggested and build the Lost Boys Hideout. Yay! Okay, this is good. Good progress here. Finally. The next step. Now, I'm sure this is going to be expensive in terms of magic. So as you guys can see, I have 2.3 million right now. Before I bring in Peter Pan, I was like just about 3 million. So that was obviously really awesome. And I can't really make up the magic very easily now just because, again, like I just feel like the characters are super expensive to level up now for me. And on top of that, the problem is with that 10% decrease in magic and stuff like that, it's not really helping me out. So a little bit disappointed with everything there. And especially because, look, 500,000 for the Lost Boys Hideout. Oh my gosh. This is going to put me under 2 million. I haven't been under 2 million in a bit. Oh dear. It looks cute. Hopefully it's not too big. Construction time is 8 hours, and it does collect 345 magic every 24 hours. Okay. I mean, that's great if you're not checking your kingdom very often. I'd say that attraction's, like, super useful. So, I guess the only bad thing about that one is, like, if you're checking it more frequently, well, don't expect anything, obviously, from that attraction. Now, it doesn't look like it's going to take up too much space, so I think Donald's boat should be okay to take away from now. Donald's boat isn't really helping me collect for anything, so I don't really mind removing it at the moment. I mean, I would love everything to fit in my kingdom, but yeah. Oh my gosh, look at all the room here. Ah, it's brilliant. I love it. Wow, this is great. I've been putting in so many giant attractions lately. It's just been so hard to find room for everything. But this is a refreshing change. I can actually be like fussy about where I put it. This actually, too, would probably be a really great attraction, sort of like in the transition land pieces. You know, there's some, like, spots where you can fit attractions in between. They just have to be, like, long or, you know, not very big type of thing. I feel like that would be a really, really good one. There's like an in-between transition. So just keep that in mind, guys, that, you know, that is a possibility for that attraction to sort of have that as a piece somewhere. I am going to leave it here for now, and I might try and see if I can throw in a couple concessions here. Now, I know this is Oktoberfest, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of Peter Pan-like. I know we have 2 Peter Pan concessions, so maybe what I'll do is place those in as well. I don't think I've actually had those in the kingdom. Like, I think I've put them in before, but they didn't stay in very long. Again, just because like I didn't really have a Peter Pan section until, well, let's just say the last month or so. So yeah, this is actually good. All right, move some things around. Oktoberfest looks better there. And look, this is great. Captain Hook's hat and Peter Pan's. Now, their attractions are a little bit different looking, but have never really quite figured out why they did it that way. I mean, I get the concept, right? Like, basically, the concession stand where the kids go to get these hats, that sort of meant to represent, you know, Wendy, John, and Michael's bedroom window. So it is quite cool that way. Again, it's just they look very different than a lot of the other concession stands in the kingdom. Now, obviously, there are different looking ones around, but this one, I don't know. I feel like these ones are a little bit unique. Let's just put it that way. Pretty unique. Okay, so that needs to happen, that building process. As we know, it's 8 hours now. So once we get that into the kingdom, that should trigger some more dialogue as well. And there should be some animations with it. I know it's really hard to always find, you know, the kids actually visiting the attractions, but you can catch it sometimes. You just have to be super duper lucky. Now the thing is like, I don't know if we're going to be getting the animations, because I know the animations are supposed to be coming into the kingdom, but with less, you know, kids coming in for happiness, I find, makes it a little bit more difficult. Now, speaking of happiness, I did want to let you guys know, I did test this out, I didn't get any game clip of it, but I figured I would let you guys know, is the happiness, you used to be able to leave up to 25 happiness sort of roaming around your kingdom. You didn't actually have to collect it, but now you can only leave, I believe it is 6 walking around at a time. So just be conscious of that. Don't leave too many walking around. Lewis is now level 8. Much obliged. Yay. Okay, I don't know. I just did him as a filler. Filler character. Alright, so here is the Lost Boys hideout, and believe it or not, guys, it's quite magical. Look at that. We are actually seeing the animations, not from just one kid, but 2 in a row. Like, what are the chances? I know the kids are supposed to interact a little bit more with the attractions. I believe it was with update number 30. I think even 29, they had a little bit of a change there, but we didn't really see a lot of it until recently. But that was really quite a treat to actually be able to see 2 animations back to back.
Wendy, that's exactly what I thought. I'm sure if the Lost Boys are anywhere in this land, they must be there.
You're probably right, and I bet they're not even trying to keep the secret hideout secret. No, probably not. Back at home, no matter how far underground they are, you can always hear those knuckleheads arguing. Quest complete. Lost no longer. It makes playing hide and seek real easy. You just gotta follow the shouting. Yeah, I can't imagine that that's a very good game to play with them. Now, you know what would be really cool is if we actually had some of these Lost Boys in the kingdom. I don't know, I think it would be a nice expansion to the Peter Pan storyline at some point. But, yep, there it is. It's built. It looks super good. And, yeah, Even with no animations going on, it's still adorable. But the animations do make it look even better. Alright, so there is Peter and more dialogue.
Now that I think about it, it's been some time since I last saw the Lost Boys. Oh, I hope they'll remember me.
Aw, of course they'll remember you, Wendy. Ever since you left Neverland, most of the stories I've told them have been about you.
Why, Peter, well, all I can say is I'm honored.
And speechless. Tree, sweet tree, send Peter Pan and Wendy into the hideout. And Peter Pan needs to be a level 3. No. Oh, geez. I'm not catching a break with this. Now, I saw one of Peter Pan's ears hats go in there, so that's good. I always find that one to be a little bit more tricky to collect for. However, I remember when I was actually welcoming him into the kingdom, the ears hats were super slow, and then all of a sudden I just got like a whole bunch, and then the pan flute fell behind, and I was like, seriously? So, I don't know. Anyways, it's kind of been a little bit of a back and forth game with that. I can't really say, like, if you were to ask which one is easier to collect, you know what? I don't really have an answer. I think it really just depends. Kind of just luck of the draw there. Now, I know with Ducky, guys, my progress is pathetic right now. I'm doing super good with the targets, but horrible with the ears hats. I think I've got, like, less than 5, I think, right now. And it's just like, yeah. I'll show you guys my progress, though, in the next video. It was honestly, like, I didn't even want to mention it to you, but I just did. And it's just, I feel almost like embarrassed that it's that bad. And I have been checking my kingdom. Like, I know I've had maybe Will Turner out occasionally for Peter Pan's ears hat, because I know he goes out on the quest. But the thing is like, I knew that I was doing that the first few times, so I knew that might be a problem. But I mean, now everybody's been out trying to get Ducky's ears hats, and they are just not dropping. So I don't know. I've got some sort of curse with Ducky. Ducky obviously just wants to give me a super hard time to come into the kingdom. I don't know if he's like avoiding Buzz or avoiding me. I'm not quite sure what it is, but hopefully we will try and get him into the kingdom soon. But we're gonna really need to see a change in those drop rates, because the drop rates, guys, have been super pathetic, and it's even harder trying to keep your kingdom in ecstatic and stuff like that. I really don't feel like the drops have really changed at all. If anything, they're worse, I feel, since they updated the game and stuff and said that, oh yeah, drop rates are supposed to be better now and stuff. It's like, no, they're not actually better. At least not on my end. I literally have not noticed anything. Once in a while, you'll just get like a massive amount of like character tokens and stuff from like everybody you collect from, and you're like, okay, why? And then the next time you'll just get like nothing for like a couple of rounds. And I mean, that's like used to be kind of standard with maybe a collection or a specific character token you were collecting for, but not like every single person in your kingdom. Like, literally, it's only the common ones that tend to always drop, and then everything else is just like, nope, we're not going to give it to you. Forget it. Tough. So I have no idea what's going on with this, but hopefully we'll have some better luck with Peter Pan collecting, obviously, for his ears hats, and for Ducky with his. So let me know in the comments below, guys, where you are in terms of your main storyline, how far you guys are along, if you've even gone past welcoming Peter Pan, building the Lost Boys hideout, and all of that. Or are you guys, maybe still defeating Zurg or Mother Gothel or even Shere Khan? Like, wherever you are in the kingdom, I want to hear where you guys are in terms of your progress. I also want to hear about how things are going with the collecting for Ducky, because you know what? He is going to probably be the next character that I will be welcoming into the kingdom, at least Fingers crossed. So thanks guys for watching another Disney Girls Disney's Magic Kingdoms game video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big Mickey thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel and you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys subscribe and hit that little bell for post notifications. And you'll really need that bell, not just for videos posting, but also for live streams. You guys get notifications at least 30 minutes before, if not longer, depending on when obviously I schedule the live stream. You guys will always get a notification letting you guys know ahead of time when I'm going to be starting my stream. So that can be really important, especially with upcoming updates and stuff like that, and all of the news in terms of what is going to be happening with the upgrading of attractions. Are we going to be able to upgrade everything, or is it just going to be a couple of them, or main storyline ones and not limited time? I'm going to keep you guys posted on all of the latest information on that, obviously, when I find out. So thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you for the next one.